The following is a special sports presentation of UltimateSportsTalk.com. UltimateSportsTalk.com now presents Mount St. Joseph College Basketball. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Barbarian Apparel. Contact us at barbariancustomers@gmail.com. The Wishbone Tavern. Call Nicole now for your catering needs at 513-834-8607. The Mount St. Joseph University. Iron sharpens iron. Call today at 513-383-9773. Dr. Libby Speaks. Call for an appointment, 513-246-8900. LIT Wellness. Call us at 513-659-3017. Indeed and Indeed Flex, coming to Cincinnati soon. Call 513-984-2274. The Roar Store on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University. And official investigators and security services. Call now at 844-263-3424. Mount St. Joseph University Sports is a presentation of UltimateSportsTalk.com. Now let's go to the floor for this Mount St. Joseph University game.
And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm Dave Mitchell. Good to have you along this afternoon for college basketball action, as today the Mount St. Joseph Lions will play their third Heartland Conference game of the season, their third in a row on a Saturday afternoon, and they'll be entertaining the Bluffton Beavers. The Beavers come into this afternoon's ball game with an overall mark of 2-5 on the season. They are 0-2 in the Heartland Conference. Meanwhile, the Lions head into this afternoon's game with a record of 3-4 on the year, and they have a record of 0-2 in conference play so far this season. And today, we've got a game between these two teams that they both desperately need a win to keep pace with the top four teams in the conference: Defiance, Hanover, Rose-Hulman, and Anderson. And yes, I did say Defiance. The Yellow Jackets have gotten off to a great start in the Heartland Conference. They are 3-0 and on top of the conference. Yes, it's early, but the Yellow Jackets are on top of the conference very, very early and all by themselves so far this season. Last Saturday, the Lions lost by 4 at Rose-Hulman, 60-56. The Lions come in after that loss, finding themselves down on the scoreboard. They had themselves in control of that ball game, in control of that game against Rose. Early in the first half, they had doubled up on the Fighting Engineers, 18-9, but then Rose clawed themselves back into the ball game and came to within a point at the end of the first half, 30-29. The Engineers then quickly claimed the first lead of the second half, knocking down their first attempt to give them a 31-30 lead. And on the Lions' next trip down the floor, Evan Weehee continued his dominance from behind the arc as he put the Lions back up on top, 33-31. And at this point, the Engineers got hot, going on an 8-0 run that lasted roughly 5 minutes of action. In the first two conference games of the year, the Lions have not been able to score early in the second half of action. They have had problems putting the ball into the hole. They are leading the conference in defense. That hasn't been their problem. As they come into this afternoon's game, they're giving up just 62 points. The problem is they've got to score about 65 points or more in order to win a basketball game, and that's what they'll have to do here this afternoon against Bluffton. Devin Young, though, has been playing outstanding basketball. The senior for the Lions out of Kentucky is averaging a double-double in conference play, registering a team-high 19 points and 10 rebounds, and he's also got 3 steals. Evan Weehee had an impressive game against Rose last week. He scored 14 points on 4 of 6 shooting from behind the arc. Willard Cluxton was able to do just a little bit of everything for the Lions in the contest, as he scored 6 while totaling up 2 rebounds and assists and steals. But coming into this afternoon's game, Young is averaging in conference play through the first 2, 24 points a game, and he's averaging 10 rebounds a contest. David Lures, who has really been in a shooting slump as of late, is second in the team in scoring with 10 a game, and Evan Weehee is in at 8 per contest. When you look at the Lions, here's where they're really playing well. Defensively, rebounding, and assists. And if you can do that all season long, 9 times out of 10 you're going to have a winning record. The problem right now is the Lions cannot throw the ball into the ocean. They are shooting from the field just 42%, which is near the bottom of the Heartland Conference. And for the three-point range, they are shooting just 33%, which is ahead of just a couple of teams, including the Bluffton Beavers heading into this afternoon's ballgame. Bluffton got down here early from Northwest Ohio. They have spent the last couple hours on the floor of the Harrington Center warming up, but they came in, picked to finish 6th in the Heartland Conference this year by the coaches' preseason poll. They are 2-5 currently. They're 0-2 in the Heartland. Last year, in the COVID-ravaged season, they finished up with an 11-5 record, but they do return one of the most talented guards in the Heartland Conference this year, senior Jameel Cosby. He leads them in scoring at 22 points a game. He leads the team in rebounding also at 7 a game, and Cosby can do just about anything you want him to do. He can step back and shoot it. He can catch the ball and shoot it. He can shoot the ball off the dribble, and he can penetrate. He has got all the aspects of a scorer in the Heartland Conference, and that is who Guy Neal has been relying on for 22, 23 points a game during the early part of this season for the Beavers. Cosby is one of the 2 Beavers that have come back during this season. They've also got 2 juniors, Marcus Bruns and Mike Kentner, who are also back. Currently, those 2 are scoring at 14 a ball game. Sophomore Mike Stammen is Crosby's backcourt mate. He's back. But last Saturday, Bluffton, as they played last Saturday, fell at home to Transy by 11, 77-66, and that means Bluffton has yet to win a game on the road this year. As they head into this one this afternoon, they are 0-3 on the road overall this season. Against Transy, Bluffton fell behind 18-6 early with just over 5 minutes into the game. Guy Neal took a timeout, and the Beavers were really never able to recover as Transylvania won the game going away. Cosby paced the Beavers with 18 points, 3 assists. Owen saw his first significant action at Bluffton and got it done with 13 points on 4 of 8 shooting from the field. Stammen hit for 8 points. Transylvania pulled down 5 more rebounds. Then they cashed in with 10 more points in the paint, and Bluffton turned it over 13 times in that ball game, and that's what led to their loss last Saturday, 77-66. They were off last Wednesday night. Their next game is coming up on Wednesday, though, after the Christmas break, December 29th, when they host their Bluffton Holiday Classic, and they will tip it off against Adrian on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. That's a week from Wednesday night. The last meeting between these 2 ball clubs, they did manage to get in 2 games a year ago. The Lions won the first game 58-37 here at the Harrington Center on February 6th. And then on February 5th, just a night before, up in Bluffton, Bluffton took it by 5, 57-52. This will be the 48th meeting between these 2 ball clubs. Mount leads the all-time series with 26 wins against 21 defeats, but Bluffton has won 6 of the last 7 against the Lions. And the next meeting between these 2 ball clubs is going to be coming up on Wednesday night, February 2nd, up in Bluffton at 7:30. The coaches for this afternoon's contest, Guy Neal, in his 32nd year at the helm of the Beavers. He's got a career record of 373 wins and 423 defeats. And for the Mount, it's Toby Kerrigan, even Steven on his career, 126 wins, 126 defeats, and he's got a record in the Heartland Conference of 91 and 81. When we come back, we'll take a look at college football as we slowly get some fans in here at the Harrington Center on a nice Saturday afternoon. Don't forget, tomorrow the Lions will be back in action. They'll be taking on Wabash, one of the top teams in Division III men's basketball around the country. The Little Giants will be in here for a game at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. But we'll be bringing you this one, Bluffton against the Mount. When we return, we'll talk with head coach Toby Kerrigan and tell you what's happening around the conference. We'll do all that when we return after this.
Your shipping manager left to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Now on the Mount St. Joseph campus, it's the Roar Store. Located in the Harrington Center, the Roar Store is designed to meet the needs of our students, whether it's spiritware, gifts, or snacks. But the Roar Store is more. They offer everything from notebooks to laundry detergent, even brake fluid and tire repair, plus a wide range of food and drink. And it's just a walk away. It's not just a bookstore, it's an everything store. The Roar Store in the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University.
Dave Mitchell back here at the Harrington Center where the Lions are getting set to host the Bluffton Beavers this afternoon. Both teams 0-2 in conference play. While the Division III college football season ended about a month and a half ago for both Bluffton and the Mount, but for every other team in the country, it ended up last night in the Amos Alonzo Stag Bowl. And in the championship game, Mary Hardin Baylor gave up a kickoff return for a TD to begin the game, and then they took over and never looked back. The Crusaders went in to halftime with a 19-17 lead, and they ended up winning the ball game in the contest, going down the stretch easily, 39-17. Quarterback Kyle King and linebacker Micah Hackett both had monster games to deliver their team the title. King threw for a program single game record of 436 yards, finishing 22 of 29 passing with 3 touchdowns. And Hackett was just unreal on defense. He totaled up 10 tackles, had 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery, and he nearly ran back his first interception for a touchdown. He was named the most outstanding player. Obviously, I don't think there would have been any doubt, and there shouldn't have been any other votes against him. Mary Hardin Baylor won the national title in 2016, and since there was no championship game 1 year ago, the Crusaders have now lifted that trophy in 3 of the last 5 seasons. And while we're talking about Bluffton, they have got a new football coach. Bluffton University has named Matt Nardo as their next football man. He has 16 years of coaching experience in Division II, Division III, NAIA, and the high school level. And in his 5 years of coordinator experience, his teams went 34-19, including 2 NCAA Division II playoff appearances, 2 top 10 AFCA postseason rankings, and back-to-back 11-win seasons. Nardo most recently served as the offensive coordinator at North Carolina Wesleyan College, whom the Lions were supposed to play this year but couldn't for various reasons. He has also coached at the University of Pikeville, Marietta College, Bishop McLaughlin Catholic High School, and Muskingum University. So the new head coach of Bluffton University is Matt Nardo. Today, the Lions in wrestling are participating in an NCAA meet. That'll get underway here in just a little bit. Our next broadcast game will be coming up for you tomorrow as the Lions will be hosting the Wabash Little Giants. That game will tip off at 3 o'clock, and we'll be on the air at 2:30 with the pregame show. The women's basketball team is in Bluffton this afternoon, and that game is going on right now. That game tipped off at about 2 o'clock this afternoon, and right now at the half, Bluffton is winning easily over the Mount, 33-21. Around the Heartland Conference during the past few days, in women's college basketball, just a few games. One game on Wednesday night, Rose-Hulman defeated Hanover 74-53, and on Thursday night, Defiance at Kalamazoo got canceled in women's basketball. But today in women's basketball, Earlham will be at Spalding, Hanover goes to Anderson, and of course the Mount Bluffton game going on this afternoon. Tomorrow, just one game in women's basketball. That has Manchester at the University of Laverne. When you take a look at the conference standings for women's basketball. Transylvania on top of everything at 3-0. They're nationally ranked this week also, by the way. They are 8-0 overall. Rose-Hulman is in second place at 3-1. Then comes Manchester and Franklin, each at 2-1. Defiance is at 2-2. Anderson 1-1. Hanover 1-2. The Mount also 1-2. And then two winless teams, Bluffton and Earlham, round out the bottom two in the conference. Bluffton is at 0-2 and Earlham at 0-3 on the season. When you take a look at what's happening around men's basketball in the Heartland Conference, let's go back to Wednesday night and tell you what happened on Wednesday evening around the league. It was Earlham winning easily over Berea College, 86-65, and Rose-Hulman fell to Hanover, 73-66. To Hanover on Wednesday night. On Friday night, there was just one game. Last night, Franklin defeated Berea 87-64. Today, Transy is playing Blackburn College. That game will tip off tonight. Kenyon College goes to Earlham, and Trine will be in Anderson. That game is going to tip off at 4 o'clock. Tomorrow, beside the Wabash Mount St. Joseph game, Defiance was supposed to play at Oberlin, but that game has been called off for COVID reasons. That was supposed to be played over in Oberlin, which is near Lorraine, but they had to call that game off because of COVID reasons. So here's a look at the up-to-date men's basketball standings in the conference. Defiance is on top of it. We told you that right at the top of the pregame show. They're on top of the conference with a record of 3-0. Hanover and Rose-Hulman are each at 3-1. Anderson and Franklin are at 2-1. Then comes Transylvania, Manchester, each at 1-2. The Mount and Bluffton are at 0-2. And Earlham is at 0-3. And when we take a look at what's happening around college basketball in Division I, just a few games going on right now, a couple of finals. Purdue defeated Butler this afternoon easily. Purdue third ranked in the country this week, 77-48. In games that are going on right now, just one game, and that is Texas Tech losing to Gonzaga 67-50. We're about 11 minutes away from the tip-off of this one between Bluffton and Mount St. Joseph. When we come back, we'll talk with head coach Toby Kerrigan about this afternoon's ball game after this timeout.
Changing lives is what great teachers do. Mount St. Joseph University's Reading Science program that uses highly effective research-based methods improved my students' lives and helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/read.
Indeed presents Closing the Interview with Mariano Rivera.
First, do some research on the team. That's a great lineup. And know what should work. Make sure that you have some good lighting. That works too. Then find the right grip and let it fly.
Hi.
You got this.
Hi.
Dayton Children's cares about the health of your children. Hi, I'm Kirk Herbstreit. Growing up in Centerville, my parents taught me the importance of being healthy, and now I'm teaching my kids. Childhood obesity is on the rise, but there are small steps that we could take to fight it. Turn off video games and go outside, ride bikes, go to the park, or learn a new dance. Parents, once we get moving, our kids will follow.
Dayton Children's, experts you trust, caring for the children you love.
Dave Mitchell back here at the Harrington Center. Slow arriving crowd here this afternoon in Cincinnati, where Bluffton getting set to take on the Mount St. Joseph Lions. Bluffton comes in with a record of 2 wins, 5 losses, and they are 0-2 in Heartland Conference play. But on the road, we told you at the top, they are 0-3 on the year under Guy Neal in his 32nd year. He is 50 games under 500 as coach of the Beavers. They've got just one player scoring in double figures this year, and that is Jameel Cosby with 22 a game. However, the Beavers are last in the conference in scoring offense, averaging 63.9 points a game. They are 7th in defense at 71.4 a game. Bluffton is also last in field goal percentage and three-point percentage, but at the top of the conference in free throw shooting at 74%. The Beavers are also at the bottom of the conference in rebounding at just 32 per game. Meanwhile, the Lions come in with a record of 3-4 overall. They are 0-2 in conference play, and they are 2-2 here at the Harrington Center. So far this year, the Lions have done a great job of moving the ball and scoring. Currently, the Lions are second in the Heartlands in assists at 13.6 per game. They're also at the top in rebounding at 40 a game. And this is going to be the third conference game the Lions are going to play against a top 5 defensive field goal percentage team. Anderson, then came Rose, and now today with Bluffton, who is number 5, giving up just 33% of all shots taken. But the Lions this year, they have hung their hat on defense, and we talked with head coach Toby Kerrigan about that earlier.
This afternoon, Bluffton with us now, Toby Kerrigan, head coach of the Mount St. Joseph Lions. Toby, the last couple of games with Rose and then the week before with Anderson, the team has had problems shooting the basketball coming out of the locker room at halftime. Any rhyme or reason behind that you can figure out?
Other than the opposing coach gives a better halftime speech than me, you're right. We just haven't made some shots in the second half, and we've got some good ones and missed some open ones, and give credit to the other team defensively. They've done a good job, and some of those shots we've taken have been contested, and so the guys have worked pretty hard this week about getting in the gym, putting up extra shots outside of practice, and no matter what you're doing, in the end, you can be really good defensively, which we have been, but you got to make some shots.
Before we get to the defensive side of the ball, offensively, this team has done an outstanding job of moving the ball around because you're right near the top of the conference in assists.
Yeah, guys are sharing the ball, guys are making extra passes and getting each other good shots. The bottom line is we just have to make shots. There's no secret, there's no magic formula for it. You got to put in some extra time, like I said, which the guys have been doing. So, hopefully that shows today and we can make some of those shots we've been missing.
Defensively right at the top of the conference, and it's been probably the thing that has carried this team so far, isn't it?
Yeah, we've stayed in games where we have not shot the ball very well because we've been able to defend. So I think every game we've played, we've been good enough defensively to win each game, and in the end, we just haven't been able to score the ball enough. So again, hopefully we've corrected a little bit of that today. When we'll find out. And today we're going against Bluffton, who's a great defensive team and always is, and super physical. So it'll be a challenge today for sure.
Toby, we're not as big as other teams, especially Rose and Anderson, that we've faced so far. But with the rebounding aspect of the game, is this team doing things fundamentally well, or what are they doing on the glass that's helping them out?
Well, I think guys are going after it. And that's the biggest thing with rebounding. If you're standing around, you don't have a chance to get it. But if you're actively pursuing the ball, we've really stressed offensive rebounding this year, and that shows with what guys have been able to do and not running into guys' backs and not standing around watching and actually going after every rebound. And guys have done a great job, and obviously it shows in the statistics, and it has kept us in games, no doubt. Obviously, if you're not making shots, there's going to be opportunities for offensive rebounds, and we've gone and gotten a lot of extra possessions by guys just going after the ball.
Toby, Devin Young's quietly putting together a really good season in the conference, averaging a double-double. What's the difference between him in the last couple of years and him today?
There's a saying that freshmen want to play, sophomores want to start, juniors want to score points, and seniors want to win. And that's where Devin is right now. He doesn't care about anything else other than us being successful and winning games. And I think what that's done to his game is he's not forcing a lot. He's taking great shots. He's getting other guys open looks. When he's open, he's shooting a high percentage, and a lot of that has to do with his shot selection. I've always told him it's not that he's not a good shooter. Sometimes he just makes bad decisions, and that's what, last year's shooting percentage was down a little bit. It's much higher this year because I think he's comfortable, too, with the guys that are around him. He feels like they've got just as good of an opportunity to make the shot as he does. So, he doesn't force things, and he's been really good defensively. defensively, and he's been really good on the boards. I mean, he's had quite a few double-doubles this year or close to it. So, yeah, he's doing a great job.
Defensively, Bluffton, you brought it up earlier. They're always good defensively. They seem to just get into your face and just play nose to nose.
Yeah, Coach Neal does a great job. You know, he's been there forever, and he's always in the mix. And his guys always play hard. Doesn't matter, undersized, big, doesn't matter. Like, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a physical, in your face, ball pressure, rebounding team, and it's no different this year. And you know, it'll be a test for us for sure.
Their guard Cosby averaging 22 points a game so far. He's always been a pain on our side for the last couple of years, but this year he's somebody that you really got to put an exclamation point behind.
Yeah, I mean, he's for them right now, he shoots 35% of their shots. So, you know, every 3 times down the floor, he's shooting it. So, and we've talked about that a lot this week, and he's shooting a high percentage. I mean, he was 7 for 12 from 3 against Hanover, and really kept him in the game with his shooting. And he's only listed at 6'1", but he's a big physical 6'1", and he puts the ball on the floor. He can catch and shoot, can score at the rim. So he is absolutely a handful, and we'll have to use all 5 of our guys today to guard him when he comes off. Like, he cannot be open. So we'll see how that shakes out, but we've really focused on him a lot this week.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Toby Kerrigan before this afternoon's ball game, and he talked a lot about Jameel Cosby averaging 22 points a game. And this kid is one of the best guards, no doubt about it, in the Heartland Conference. And our keys to this afternoon's ball game, that's one of them for the Mount this afternoon. How do they play defense against Cosby here today? And they need to find another scorer besides Devin Young to really be consistent in the Heartland Conference. For Bluffton this afternoon, the keys for them, balanced scoring. They need to find somebody else other than Cosby to score also, and rebounding. They are last in the league in rebounding. The Lions are first. Let's see what they can do this afternoon against the Lions. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip-off of this afternoon's game between Bluffton and the Mount. I'm Dave Mitchell. We'll return after this.
I wanted to grow my leadership skills, but with work and a busy life, how could I fit it all in? Then I learned Mount St. Joseph University offers a flexible master's program in organizational leadership. For about 1 Saturday a month, I studied and refined my leadership skills alongside working professionals and top-notch professors. I'm now the leader I set out to be. The Mount's organizational leadership program helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/MSOL.
Are you ready to focus on your health and well-being? Are you ready to create a culture where the values of health and wholeness are promoted and practiced? I'm Tammy Fosnock-Jolliffe, a proud MSJ alum and the founder of LIT Wellness Solutions. My years of experience as a registered and licensed dietitian nutritionist have taught me that lasting health transformation requires focusing on all dimensions of well-being and not just physical health. Check us out at litwellnesssolutions.com to learn more about how you can begin creating a culture of wellness for yourself, your family, and your business.
It is basketball time from the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dave Mitchell. Good to have you along today as the Bluffton Beavers come to town at 2-5 overall. They are 0-2 in Heartland Conference play to take on the Mount St. Joseph Lions, who are 3-4 overall, and they are 0-2 in conference play. Should be a very entertaining basketball game here this afternoon between two teams that really hang their hats on defense. Now, before we get to the starting lineups and the opening tip-off for this afternoon's ball game, here at the Harrington Center, let's pause for our national anthem. Let's check out the starting lineups for this afternoon's ball game. First of all, for the visiting Beavers, and they will go with a 2-forward, 3-guard alignment here this afternoon. They'll start at 1 forward, number 40, Mike Ringer. Ringer, a 6'4" junior, averaging 7.1 points per ball game. At the other forward will be Marcus Bruns. Bruns, number 24, a 6'3" junior, averaging 6 a contest. And in the backcourt will be Mike Kettner. Kettner, number 12, a 6-foot junior, averaging 8 points a ball game. Jameel Cosby, he is a 6'1" senior, their leading scorer. Number 4, he's averaging 22.3 points per game. And Mike Stammen will be at the other guard, number 3, averaging 6 points a ball game. Stammen is a 5'11" sophomore. So it's Ringer, Bruns, Kettner, Cosby, and Stammen for Guy Neal in his 32nd year, 373 wins against 423 defeats, and he is assisted by Noah Chapman and Denny Thompson. Now for the homestanding Mount St. Joseph Lions, 3-4 on the year, 0-2 in the Heartland Conference play. They are 2-2 here at home. They will start at the forward positions. Devin Young, number 1, a 6'6" senior, averaging 24 points and 10 rebounds a contest in conference play. Spencer Cannett will be at the other forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 34, averaging 5 points and 5 rebounds per ball game. And the other forward will be Dane Gardner. Gardner, a 6'2" freshman, number 0, averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds a contest. In the backcourt will be Willard Cluxton, number 3. He's a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 1.7 points and a rebound and a half. And finally, at the other guard will be Evan Weehee. Weehee, number 30, a 6'2" freshman. Weehee averaging 8.7 points a ball game and 3.3 rebounds a contest. So it is Young, Cannett, Cluxton, Gardner, and Weehee. For Toby Kerrigan in his 11th year, 126 wins and losses, and overall Joel Scudder. Harrington Center is the site of this one. These two teams have met 47 times. The Mount has won 26, Bluffton 21. Next time these two teams will get together will be on February 2nd at Bluffton. Lions in their dark gray home uniforms with blue numerals and lettering and trim, and Bluffton in their purple uniforms with white numerals and lettering and trim. We're in the center circle set to go. Young wins the tip into the backcourt to Cannett, and we are underway here at the Harrington Center in Cincinnati. Cannett with it against the Bluffton man-to-man defense, which is ranked near the top of the league. With it now is Weehee, drives left of the lane, stops at the left block, underneath, nice feed to Cannett all alone on the right side of the bucket and laid it up and in. Lions with the early 2-0 lead, and the Lions will go with a 2-2-1 full court press right off the bat, and bringing it up is Bruns. Bruns will get it back outside to Stammen. Stammen kicks it over to Cosby. Cosby with a left-hand dribble. You heard Toby Kerrigan say he takes 35% of their shots. Gets it underneath on the left baseline to Ringer. Ringer now back out front, goes to Cosby. Cosby drives left of the lane, stops, pulls up from the left elbow, and got it from 15. Jameel Cosby ties the ball game up at 2 with 19 minutes to go. We have just begun here in Cincinnati. With it on the left-hand side is Cannett, top of the key to Young. Young looking to hand it off, now gets it back outside on the left wing to Cannett, to the top of the key with the dribble. Off to Gardner, down to the left block to Devin Young. Backing in against Bruns, spins to the baseline, put it up with the left hand, got it from 5. Devin Young with his first 2, and the Lions have regained an early lead at 4-2. Bluffton breaks the pressure up the floor into the front court to Bruns. Back out front to Stammen. Stammen with the right-hand dribble. Kicks it over on the right-hand side to Kettner. Kettner around the horn over to Cosby. Underneath on a nice feed from Cosby to Kettner, laid it up and in. Kettner ties up the ball game at 4 apiece, 18:15 to go in the first half. Weehee with it. Bounce pass goes to Young, left of the circle at the top. Now kicks it over on sideline left to Willard Cluxton. Bounce pass goes to Young. Got the ball taken away by Bruns, but he lost it on the baseline, and it will return to the Lions. 18:04 to go in the first half of action. And taking a look at what's happening in Bluffton at the women's game, and the Beavers have opened up a 22-point lead over the Lions, 47-25 with 2:41 left to go in the third quarter. Inbounds pass Connett in the lane. Kicks it back out to Weehee. Left sideline Cluxton. Top of the key Young with 7 on the shot clock. Drives left of the lane. Threw up a prayer. No good, but he got his own rebound back. Put it up and in. Devin with his first rebound and 4th point of the ball game, and the Lions lead it at 6-4. Bruns back off to Stammen against the man-to-man of the Lions. Kicks it on the left side to Kettner. Kettner now top of the key. Over to Ringer. Swings it over to Cosby, right wing. Back out front. Goes to Stammen on the left wing. Stammen driving in against Weehee. Now backs it out front, top of the key. Crossover dribble. Hands it off to Cosby. Pulls up. Got the ball knocked free by Cluxton. Taken away by Willard. He'll bring it up the right side in front of the scorer's table. Back out to Weehee. Long right-hand shot from the right wing. No good. Taking down the rebound is Gardner. Back out to Cluxton for the 3. Drilled it. Willard Cluxton almost never shoots that shot. He did that time, and he made it. And it's now a 9-4 lead. The Lions on top of it on the right side. Coming back with it is Bruns. Back off to Stammen in the left corner. Stammen dribbles up to the left wing. Now kicks it off to Kettner. Back over to Stammen all alone. Left wing 3 from 19. Got it. Boy, these teams are now just matching each other. It's a 9-7 Lions lead here early in this first half. Weehee with it. Gets a bounce pass to Young, top side. Young hands it off to Weehee. On the right wing it goes to Connett. Back to Weehee. Dribbles on the left elbow. Back to Cluxton. Long 3 by Willard. Got it left corner. Cluxton's got 6. And now it's 12-7. Lions on top of it by 5. You never see Willard take that shot, but he has today. With it on the left-hand side, Cosby back out to Ringer. Ringer kicks it off, and it goes out front to Bruns. He'll dribble left side near the left elbow, looking underneath, can't find anyone. Cross-court pass to the right wing to Crosby, backing in against Gardner. Good defense, shut him off in the baseline. Back outside to Kettner for the long 3, right wing. Got it at the buzzer for the 3-point shot. Kettner's got 5, and both these teams are lighting it up early. It's 12-10. Young in the center circle, got the ball knocked away, but picked it back up. Cluxton with it now on the right sideline to Connett. Top of the key, Willard Cluxton. Cluxton hands it off to Gardner. He'll drive the lane all the way to the hole. Left-hand layup, good. Dane Gardner with his first 2. Lions lead it by 4 again, 14-10. 15:22 remaining in this first half. On the right sideline, dribbling down to the corner is Bruns. Now kicks it back out to Kettner. Over to Stammen, left of the front court, hands it off to Cosby. Jabs left, goes right, drives the lane, laid it up with a right hand, around the rim, spun around and got it. Cosby's got 4 in the ball game, and the Lions' lead has dwindled to 2 now at 14-12. We're under 15 minutes to go. Media timeout will be coming up soon. Young's going to drive the lane, got the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds, and now we'll have the media timeout. Lions will have the ball when we come back. 14:51 to go in this first half from the Harrington Center, and your score, it's the Mount 14, Bluffton 12 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. Whether entering the nursing field, changing careers, or expanding your professional skills, innovative simulation labs and a variety of clinical sites prepare you to deliver exceptional patient care. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs taught by highly credentialed faculty, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Well, both teams are shooting lights out early in this ball game. Bluffton 100% on 5 of 5 and 2 for 2 for 3-point shots. The Lions are 6 of 8 from the field so far, 75%, and 2 for 3 from outside the arc for 67%. Lions have led it from start to finish, although it has been tied twice early in this contest. Right now the Lions have a 2-point lead, 14-12, 14:51. Brady Thomas into the ballgame along with David Lewers, taking the place of Evan Weehee and Dane Gardner. And the Lions have it off to David Lewers. He'll dribble to the right elbow, hand it off to Cluxton, top of the key Young. Young against the man-to-man to Brady Thomas left wing. Thomas bounce pass underneath to Connett on the left block, dribbles inside the lane, lays it over the right hand, didn't get it to go, rolled off the rim, but he was fouled on the way to the bucket. And that foul will be called against Bluffton's Marcus Bruns. That will be his first, and Unbelievably, that is the first foul in this ball game, and we're 5 minutes, 24 seconds into it. Canet goes line right, shooting 2 shots, put that one up, missed the front one. Spencer on the season, going to the line, put that one up. Second one, no good. Missed them both, and the rebound comes down to Cosby. Cosby kicks it off on the left-hand side. Kettner with the right-hand dribble, now top of the circle. It goes to Stammen on the right wing. Stammen top side to Cosby, all alone. Long three. Jamil missed it. Rebound knocked around on the floor, picked up by Devin Young. Young's got a couple of rebounds, gets it up the floor to Lewers. Lewers got knocked out of bounds, threw a cross-court pass, tried to get it to Canet, but it was knocked out of bounds by Cosby. Now Alex Totten will come into the ball game. Totten, 6'2" freshman, averaging 2 points, 3 rebounds, taking the place of Spencer Canet. Devin Young will put it in play in the front court on the far side, does to Willard Cluxton. He is guarded closely by Stammen. Bluffton plays that hard-nosed man-to-man defense. Young, right of the lane, down to the right block, steps into the lane, gets it out to Thomas, left wing for the 3, came up short, followed his shot, but it came into the hands of Marcus Bruns. Bruns will clear it up the floor, gets it off to Stammen, and he kicks it over on the left side to Bruns. Bruns steps into the lane, put up the shot, no good, but he walked prior to putting up the shot. So that'll be a turnover. First one of the ball game committed by the Lions here this afternoon. Bluffton has got a couple of them. Bounce pass, Young, top of the circle. Lions lead it by 2. Brady Thomas, right of the lane, takes it all the way to the hole. And it'll be a blocking foul. Thomas was blocked on the play, and that was a foul on Mike Kettner. Kettner with his first. And that is the second against Bluffton. Thomas will put it in play, left of his own bucket. Looks in play, gets it off the Lewers' right corner. Lewers will dribble it out, get it off to Totten near the center circle. Bounce pass Young. Young has it, hands it off to Lewers. Lewers looking things over, 10 on the shot clock. Back out front to Thomas near the 3-point arc. Gets it back to Young. Young tried to hand it off, stolen away by Cosby. Cosby ahead of the pack, all the way to the hole, laid it up conventionally up and in. Cosby could have jammed that, but he just went in for the easy layup. Has 6, and we're tied up at 14 for the 3rd time here this afternoon. We've got a tie score. On the back door, Lewers layup from the pass from Young, laid it up and in. David Lewers with his first bucket of the afternoon. Lions regain a 2-point lead, 16-14. Into the ball game now for Bluffton is Chad Fry, and Kettner takes it into the lane, bounces it off the glass, and put it in. Kettner has 7. He may be the answer for Bluffton, at least here this afternoon. Top of the key, Young for the long 3. Got it. Devin has 7, and the Lions lead it again by 3 this time at 19-16. Into the front court, Kettner with the basketball, feeds it left side to Stammen. Stammen dribbles to the free throw line, now back out top side. Hands it off to Cosby. Cosby left elbow, took a giant step, got it underneath the Bruns. Ringer laid it up and in. Ringer from the left side of the bucket draws Bluffton to within a point at 19-18. Boy, there's virtually no defense being played in this one so far. Cluxton with it on the right side, top of the key, Young. Long 3 again by Devin, no good. Rebound chased down in the corner by the Lions and Beavers, but it will go out of bounds, and it will go back to Bluffton, and we have got another timeout here in the first half. 11:46 to go in this first half of play from Cincinnati. Your score, it's the Mountain 19, Bluffton 18 on UltimateSportsTalk.com. If you're looking for a pediatrician that will take time to listen with genuine concern and compassion, make an appointment with
When I realized my grandmother went to Mount St. Joseph University, it dawned on me that there's such a deep history here. Knowing there's 100 years of students that have come before me, it makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger, something special.
teams will play again up in Bluffton on February the 2nd. Coming into this one, the Beavers had won 6 of their last 7 against the Lions. Last year, these two teams split, the Lions winning here at the Harrington Center 58-37, but earlier, Bluffton had won by 5 in Northwest Ohio, 57-52. Cosby will bring it up for Bluffton after that timeout, feeds it off to Stammen, right sideline, gets it to Ringer, on the left side, Fry. Chad Fry with a right-hand dribble, crossover, drives left to the lane, kicks it off to Stammen, back out front, Kettner. Kettner with it and kicks it off to Stammen to the free throw line, now backs it out between the circles. Stammen with a right-hand dribble, 8 on the shot clock, over to Fry, right wing, back to Stammen, shut off on the baseline, but reverse layup by Stammen with the left hand, got it. Boy, nice move by Mike Stammen. He has got 5 in the ball game. Evan Weehee, who's back in, played great defense, but Stammen just better offense. With it is Gardner, who's back into the ballgame for the Lions. Devin Young's getting a breather here. Brady Thomas off to Alex Totten, top side, dribbles to the right wing, to Lewis, top side. It goes now to Gardner, back to Thomas. Thomas is going to drive the lane, lay it up, blocked from behind, but a foul on the play will be called on Mike Ringer. That is his first, and the third against Bluffton as a team. We've had 3 team fouls so far in this first half. The first 2, the Lions have been shooting. And Thomas will go line right. That completes the trifecta. Thomas, 5'10 senior, put it up and in. Brady with his first point of the ball game. Thomas on the season, shooting 79% from the line. Put that one up, off the back iron, nope. Rebound tapped out to the sideline into the Bluffton bench. And it was last touched by Dane Gardner of the Lions, so the Beavers will get it back with 10:51 left to go. In this first half, we are tied up at 20. 5 ties so far here this afternoon. With it, Cosby off to Stammen, left wing Fry. He'll dribble down to the left wing, spin into the lane, right hand hook, up and in from 5. Fry with his first 2, and it is 22-20. Bluffton has got a 2-point lead. Gardner, right of the circle, drives right of the lane, now doubles into the lane, spins to the baseline, right hand hung on the iron, won't go, and bringing down the rebound is Ringer, but then Gardner reached in and slapped him across the arm and picked up the foul. That's the first on the Lions as a team, and obviously that'll be the first on Dane Gardner. Now coming into the ball game will be number 5, Keegan Owen, a 6'1 junior. Owen checks in, and leaving is Kettner. He'll get it to Stammen. Stammen, they say he's 5'11". If he's 5'11", I'm 6'7". And we all know that isn't true. 22-20, Bluffton leads it, and with it now is Owen. Owen kicks it back outside. Now it goes to Stammen behind the back dribble to the free throw line. Back out to Owen. Owen drives inside the lane, down to the low block, spins into the lane. Fry put up the right-hand hook, no good, and Alex Totten got the rebound. Alex clears it up the floor to Weehee. Weehee left wing, bounce pass to Gardner in the left baseline. Spins into the lane. Now kicks it back outside to Thomas all the way to the hole. Laid it up, it'll go. Brady's finding that opening now to the bucket. He's got 3, and we're knotted up again at 22. Off on the right-hand side, Keegan Owen dribbles to the free throw line, back out on the right sideline to Stammen, to the right elbow with the dribble, put it up from 15, got it. Stammen's got 7. I'm telling you, neither one of these teams are playing defense here this afternoon. Bluffton shooting 83% from the field, the Lions 64%. And Bluffton with a 2-point lead at 24-22. Gardner, top of the circle, kicks it over on the right-hand side, and it goes to David Lewers. Lewers against the man-to-man, guarded. Now he picks up his dribble, shoots him from 15. No, Weehee got the rebound. Top of the key, Thomas for the 3, got it! And they're going to call a flop on Brady Thomas. That'll be a warning against the Lions, but Thomas still got the bucket. He's got 6 in the ball game. Devin Young will come back in. Mike Kettner's going to come back into the ball game also for Bluffton. He'll take the place of Stammen. Nolan Finch, a 6'7 junior, coming in for Bluffton also. Finch will check in. And leaving will be Ringer. Ringer leads with 2. Finch making his first appearance. Lions will drop off the press. 8:50 to go. Lions lead it 25-24. On the right side, Kettner. Kettner looked like he double dribbled, no call. Gets a bounce pass down on the right-hand side to Finch, down to the right elbow, back outside to Keegan Owen. Owen spins into the lane, stops on the right baseline, put it up from 12, around the rim, hung off, no good, and the rebound tipped around and comes down into the hands of Weehee. Cluxton gets the floor up to Spencer Cannett. Now top of the key to Weehee. Long 3 by Evan, drilled it! Weehee's got 3. Lions lead it by 4 again, 28-24. We've got 8 minutes to go in this first half. Cosby on the left side to Owen. Owen on the right sideline, dribbles into the lane, stops, pops a 10-footer, crawls in. Keegan Owen has got his first 2, and it's 28-26. Lions again with the lead. Into the front court comes Weehee with the basketball on the left-hand side now to Gardner, top of the key, Young. Looks inside, gets it back over to Gardner, almost stolen away by Young, but got it right back. Now kicks it over on the left sideline, left baseline to Young, put it up, nobody's fouled. Devin got himself a beaver hanging out of the tree and will go to the line right, shooting 2 shots. Foul is called against Nolan Finch, his first. And that's the 4th against Bluffton as a team. Young goes line right. He'll shoot 2 on the year. 83% from the stripe. And he's true on the first one. Devin with 8 in the ball game. Second one by Young, line right. Got it to go. He's got 9. And it is 30-26. Mount with a 4-point lead. Into the front court. Up the left-hand side comes Owen. Out top of the key. It goes to Cosby. Dribbles to the left wing. Pulls up from 17. Got it. Boy, he is just a man amongst boys. You get the feeling he's trying to get everybody else involved for Bluffton here this afternoon. And then the second half is when he's going to explode. On the left sideline, Gardner up by 2. Left corner, goes to Young for 3. Hit it off the back iron. Nope. Rebound went off the floor of Fry, but Fry then saved it on the baseline and gets it back up the floor to Keegan Owen. Well, good play by the Beavers. Owen, top of the key, gets it off to Fry. Fry on the back door, got it to Kettner. Over on the right side, Finch blocked out of the air by Devin Young, pulled down by Young. He'll clear it off to Weehee, into the front court for the Lions. Spins, right of the lane, kicks it over to Cannett. One dribble, left of the lane, laid it up and in. Cannett with 4, and the Lions lead it now by 4 at 32-28. Owen on the right side to the right wing to Kettner. Looks for the shot, dribbles inside the lane with the left hand. Now left of the lane, back out front, Fry. Fry to the free throw line. Top of the key, it goes back to Owen. He'll drive the lane, stop, spin from the free throw line. 12-footer, got it. Keegan Owen has got 4 in the ball game, and it's 32-30, and these teams just continue to scorch from the field. Bluffton shooting 78% from the field, the Lions 63%. Top of the key, Young. Young with it, hands it off to Cluxton, got the ball knocked free, stolen away, and a foul will be called on Devin Young. Young with the foul, that'll be his first after the turnover, which will be the 3rd, and now we'll have a timeout on the floor. 5:51 to go in this first half. When we come back, Bluffton will have the basketball, but the Mount will have the lead, 32-30 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Now on the Mount St. Joseph campus, it's the Roar Store. Located in the Harrington Center, the Roar Store is designed to meet the needs.
When I think about all the friends I've made, the great times I've had, and all that I've learned, you know, I found my purpose. I just can't imagine what my life would be like if I hadn't come to Mount St. Joseph University.
Basketball, 64-36. Maddie Haberthy with 11 points, but Anaya Murphy has been held to just 2 in the ball game, and Chloe Jansen in the contest for the Lions, has had a tough day also as far as scoring is concerned. Chloe with just 5 points in the ball game. Carly Dalton with 9. Haley Scott with 6. 5:51 to go here in the first half. 32-30. Lions lead it. They'll come out with Totten, Cluxton, Kinnett, Young, and Gardner. Back into the ball game for Bluffton. Ringer has checked back in. Also, Bruns is back in the lineup. Cosby, Stammen, and Owen will be the only one staying on the floor. Owen will have it sideline right, looking in against the man-to-man, down into the right corner to Cosby, out to Stammen, top of the key, and around the horn it goes to Owen, left wing. Owen with the right-hand dribble, drives inside around Kinnett, stops, pushes off, and they're going to call him for an offensive foul. Owen says Gardner had me by the arm, but the Lions got the benefit of the call. And that is the first against Keegan Owen in this ball game. With the top of the key is Gardner. Dribbles to the left wing. Left corner it goes to Kinnett. Top of the key to Totten. Hands it off to Devin Young. Young dribbles to the wing. Down in the left corner it goes to Kinnett. Kinnett, bounce pass goes to Young on the left block. Bounces in against Ringer. Spins to the baseline. Puts it up from 5. Got it to go. Devin has been deadly when he's got the ball down there that low this year. 34-30 Lions by 4. Owens with it on the left side. Cosby dribbles to the right of the lane, stops. He'll put it up underneath Kinnett. Put it up, no good. Kinnett tips it out to Totten. He'll bring it up the floor on the right side in front of the scorer's table. Crossover dribble, bounce pass to Young, got it knocked away from behind into the hands of Owen. Owen will bring it up for Bluffton the other way. Gets it over on the left-hand side. Now to Cosby, all alone, long 3, missed it. And the rebound taken down by Devin Young. Devin with his 4th of the afternoon to Gardner. He'll drive left baseline, reverse layup with the right hand, good. Gardner has 4, Lions by 6, 36-30, and Guy Neal will use a timeout. 4:19 to go in this first half of action. It'll be a 30, and your score, it is the Mount 36, Bluffton 30, here on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10. 4:19 to go in this first half. Well, you'll see just about anything. We've got the youngest basketball fan in the world up just to the right of us, probably about a 6-month-old, crawling around the gymnasium here. And back down onto the floor, an offensive foul has been called against Bluffton, and that'll be called against Bruns. Bruns for an illegal pick. That is his second personal. 36-30, Lions with the basketball. On the left sideline, it goes to Kinnett, dribbles down to the left baseline, now up inside the lane with the right hand, laid it up and in. Got himself around Bruns, and Kinnett has got 6 in the ball game. Lions lead it now by 8, 38-30. Into the front court, Stammen. Over on the right-hand side, goes to Kettner, now back over to Cosby. He'll drive left of the lane, lay it up with the right hand, good. You get the idea, Cosby can do that anytime he wants. 38-32, Lions by 6. Thomas, top of the key to Gardner. Near the center circle, hands it off to Lures, now to Thomas. On the right side, it goes to Kinnett. Kinnett dribbles top of the circle, on the left wing to Thomas. He'll shoot the 3, Brady drilled it. Thomas with 9, Lions lead it by 9, 41-32. Stammen the other way from right to left. On the right side to Kettner, drives inside the lane. Kept his pivot foot on a nice move, now gets it underneath the ringer. Reverse layup won't go, and pulled out of the air by Brady Thomas. Thomas got the rebound, he'll bring it up the right side, now to the top of the key. On the left sideline to Kinnett, around a pick by Thomas into the lane. Kinnett picks up the dribble, got it knocked free, ball loose on the floor. Kinnett got it back, ball still loose. And Kinnett was on the sideline when he picked up the ball, according to the official, and the turnover will give it back. to the Beavers. 2:54 left to go. Toby Kerrigan questioning the call, but nonetheless, the ball will go back to Bluffton. What's happening in Northwest Ohio? The Beavers in women's basketball winning that one by 21 points, 64-43. There's just a minute and a half left to go in that ball game. 2:54 left to go here. We're just going to go ahead and keep it right here. We said these two teams are just totally forgotten about defense here this afternoon, and the shooting percentages are proof of that. Bluffton shooting 68.2% from the field and 2 of 4 from three-point range for 50%. For the Lions, they're 16 of 23, 69.6% from the field and 6 of 10 from three-point range. Devin Young leading the way for the Lions with 11 points. Brady Thomas with 9. Cosby's got 10 points this afternoon for Bluffton. Kettner and Stammen have each added 7 in the ball game this afternoon for Guy Neal's Beavers. Lions come out with Thomas, Lewers, Gardner, Cluxton, and Kinnett. Ringers in the ball game for Bluffton, along with Fry, Stammen, Cosby, and Kettner. Stammen up the right side to the right sideline, gets it back off to Cosby. He'll drive left to the lane, put it up with the right hand. Nope, but Kinnett got him on the drive. Got a hand on the elbow, so the foul is called. That is the second against the Lions as a team. And on Spencer, that is his first. 2:44 remaining, and line left will go Cosby. Cosby 76% from the stripe, put that one up, rimmed it in and out, no good. Bluffton was the number 1 team in the conference heading into this game in free throw shooting as a team, 74%. Cosby, the second one, around the rim, fell off, and the rebound taken down by Spencer Kinnett. Lions right now out-rebounding Bluffton 10-4. With the top of the key, Kinnett on the left wing. Thomas, long three by Brady, spinning around the rim, no good, and the rebound taken down by Ringer. He'll clear it off to Stammen up into the front court. Between the circles, Stammen with the basketball, right-hand dribble on the right sideline. It goes back over to Kettner. Kettner swings it to Stammen underneath on a cutting Kettner, laid it up left of the lane, put it up and in. Kettner's got 9, and it's 41-34, Lions with the lead. Gardner in the center circle, gets it over to Cluxton. Evan Weehee and Devin Young will come back in. 2 minutes to go in this first half. With it is Lewers, top of the key to the free throw line. Right wing Kinnett, top of the key Lewers. Looks for the shot around Gardner, dribbles to the left wing. Got the ball knocked free, stolen away by Cosby. Cosby will bring it up the right side, hounded by Lewers. Back out front, it goes to Ringer. Now to Stammen, back to Ringer. He'll drive the lane, lay it up. Nope, but he gets hammered and sent to the floor, so Ringer will go to the line. Foul will be called against David Lewers. On Lewers, that is his first. And the Lions in this first half have only committed 4 fouls. And going line left will be Ringer. Ringer shooting 89% from the stripe this year. He is the best free throw shooter Bluffton has. He puts that one up and in. Ringer has got 3. Chad Fry, if you want to make an argument, is shooting 100% from the free throw line this year, but that's only because he is 1 for 1. Second one by Ringer is good. He's got 4 in the ball game, and it's 41-36. Lions lead it by 5. In the corner, Devin Young double teamed. The ball got knocked free and out of bounds, but it will return to the Lions. 1:29 left to go, but they're going to put it in inbounds in a precarious place down near the corner on the baseline. Thomas will trigger it in. Right of his own bucket, does to Young, top of the key to Weehee. Hands it off to Lewers. Lewers is going to drive the lane, stops, plays it up with the left hand. Nope, but David will go to the line shooting 2 as Stammen's got him with the body. Stammen picked up his first. That puts Bluffton over the limit with 1:23 to go in the half. And Lewers goes line right. Lewers eyes it, shoots it, nope. Lions came in shooting 65% as a team from the stripe. Lewers was shooting 67%. And he drills that one. David with 3 in the ball game. Lions lead it by 6, 42-36. Sideline right. Kettner out front to Fry, and an illegal screen will be called against Ringer as he knocked Kennett to the floor. Mike Ringer with the foul. That is his second. And it's a player control foul, so no shooting on that one. Evan Weehee on the left side to Lures, top of the key to Young. Young with a minute to go. Bounce pass right blocked to Brady Thomas, backing in, spins, stops, pops from 5, got it. Brady Thomas with 11, and the Lions lead it by 8, 44-36. Coming the other way, Fry off to Stammen left wing, out to the top of the key with the right-hand dribble. Now to Cosby. Cosby crossover dribble, double team, stops right elbow, gets it back off to Fry left wing, inside the lane, knocked free by Lures, picked off the floor by Cluxton, up the floor to Lures. He'll stop, shoot the three-pointer left wing, no good, but the rebound chased down in the corner by Brady Thomas, back out front to Devin Young. There's an 8-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Lions with it. Young drives the lane, laid it up, no. Got his own rebound, put it up, no. And the Lions will get the ball back underneath. 19.3 left on the game clock. There's 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Thomas will put it in, left of his own bucket underneath. Inbounds the ball to Young, laid it up and in, and he's fouled. Oh, what a nice play. The Lions just ran on the inbounds, and Young got the bucket, and he's fouled by Kettner. That'll be his second. Young has got 13 in the ball game, and he'll go to the line looking to complete the three-point play. This is the Lions' biggest lead of the half, 10 points, and it could be 11, and it is. Young with 14 in the ball game. Lions lead it by 11, 16 seconds to go in the half, and Kettner brings it the other way. Kettner in the backcourt, now into the front court, double team, half-court trap. Right of the lane, it goes to Ringer. Runs right into Young, puts up the shot, around the rim in front of Young, got it. 4 seconds to go. Lures inbounds the ball to Young. At the half-court stripe, he'll throw up a shot, but it'll be too late. Off the glass and rim and no good anyway. And that is your score at halftime. Ringer getting the shot from the right baseline. He's got 6. And as we head to the half, your score now, the Mount leads it by 9 at 47-38 over the Bluffton Beavers. And both teams are just scorching from the field, both shooting over 60% in this first half of action. Your score at the half, the Mount 47. Bluffton 38. I'm Dave Mitchell. Halftime festivities are coming up next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone. And your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com. Or call them today at 513-748-1538.
Sometimes circumstances require the services of a private investigator, and when that happens, contact Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati. They specialize in surveillance, insurance fraud investigations, workers' comp, witness location and protection, accident reconstruction, and stolen auto and construction equipment. Official Investigations and Security Services also provides mobile notary services throughout the tri-state area. So for your needs, call the best. Courtesy, professionalism, experience, and results. Official Investigations and Security Services at 844-263-3424.
Teaching is my calling. So when I needed to renew my license, I chose Mount St. Joseph University. The Mount offers the only program in the state of Ohio that allows you to combine 2 education endorsements to earn a graduate degree. In less than 2 years, I combined the reading and gifted intervention specialist endorsements. Classes were convenient, fully online, and I received personal attention from my professors. The Mount helped me climb higher in my career. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/Ohio.
You're a Lions fan. Own it. And we are the radio home of Mount St. Joseph Lions Sports, UltimateSportsTalk.com. Football, basketball, wrestling, volleyball, softball, baseball. We are Cincinnati's sports website and also the home of the Ohio Baseball Weekly Show every Monday night during the baseball season. We are the home of the Mount St. Joseph Lions, UltimateSportsTalk.com. Barbarian Apparel is a cutting-edge sports apparel company. Barbarian Apparel provides high-quality team gear and active wear that is unrivaled at a great price. Barbarian Apparel fits not only individuals, but teams all over the world, and your team will stand out with Barbarian's custom sublimation, artwork, and screen printing. Each piece of team uniform is specifically designed with your preferences in mind, including graphics, color, logos, and fabric selections. Start your order today at barbarianapparel.com or email any questions at barbariancustomers@gmail.com. Barbarian Apparel, conquer the impossible. Well, your score here at the half, it is 47-38. The Lions are leading it by 9 points here this afternoon. A couple of items of interest around the sports world. The New York Mets in baseball have hired Buck Showalter as their new manager, so the Buckster is back in baseball. Here's a look at some of the scores from around college basketball here this afternoon. UTEP is leading Fresno. They are in the first half, 17-9. Check that. That is a football score. UTEP 17 over Fresno 9 with 6:58 left to go in the first half of action. Around college basketball here this afternoon, we had one game that is a final, now a couple of games that are finalized here this afternoon. Purdue beat up on Butler 77-48, and it was Gonzaga beating Texas Tech this afternoon 69-55. In 4 o'clock tip-offs today, it'll be Elon taking on Duke. Georgia Tech will be playing at USC. And Marquette goes to Xavier here in Cincinnati to take on the 22nd ranked Musketeers. Elsewhere, Providence at 5 o'clock will be playing at 20th ranked UConn. And in a game that'll tip off at 5:30, it was supposed to be Ohio State playing Kentucky this afternoon, but the Buckeyes backed out of that one due to COVID restrictions. So it will be the University of North Carolina taking on Kentucky this afternoon, and that game will tip off at 5:30. Also, in case you missed it, the Cleveland Cavaliers have had another player that has been put on the health protocol list in the NBA, and that is their all-league rookie, Evan Mobley. So now they have got Okaro and Mobley on the list, and they play tonight at home. You got to wonder what's going on in Cleveland with all these COVID things that are going on with the Browns and now the Cavaliers. If the Guardians were back in action, they'd probably have a tough time fielding a ball club also, but that Browns game was moved to tomorrow, or check out Monday afternoon at 5 o'clock, and they'll take on Las Vegas. Really, the NFL had no alternative than to move that game, and that's what they did, and they moved it to Monday afternoon at 5 o'clock, and then they've got two games that they're playing on Tuesday, and that'll be at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night with those pair of games. But right back here at the Harrington Center, it is 47-38. The Lions are leading it. Lions have 7 players scoring here this afternoon, while Bluffton has got 6. But Bluffton just kind of ran out of gas in that first half of action. That was not the pace that they liked, but nonetheless, boy, when you look at the shooting percentages, they've been outstanding. And both coaches, Guy Neal and Toby Kerrigan, you've got to figure, are going to be preaching defense in the second half of play. We'll take a look at the stats when we come back right after this.
Now on the Mount St. Joseph campus, it's the Roar Store. Located in the Harrington Center, the Roar Store is designed to meet the needs of our students, whether it's spiritware, gifts, or snacks. But the Roar Store is more. They offer everything from notebooks to laundry detergent, even brake fluid and tire repair, plus a wide range of food and drink. And it's just a walk away. It's not just a bookstore, it's an everything store. The Roar Store in the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
For summer barbecues, road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
Hundreds of new exclusive stations, plus all your favorite local radio stations and podcasts. It's all on Odyssey.
47-38, I'm Dave Mitchell. Good to have you along this afternoon for this one. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, the Lions will be back in action here at home against Wabash, and that game will tip off at 3 o'clock, and we'll be on the air with the pregame show at 2:30 here from the Harrington Center, and then the Lions will be off through the Christmas holiday, and when they come back, it will be on December the 30th. That's a Thursday afternoon against Wittenberg, another national championship perennial contender. And the Tigers will be here at the Harrington Center. Wabash tomorrow, Wittenberg on December 30th. And that game will tip off at 3 o'clock. And then on January 1st, yes, New Year's Day, the Lions will be playing up at Defiance. And we've already told you, Defiance is the team right now that is really the talk of the town as far as the Heartland Conference. They were not expected to be where they're at this early. They are 3-0. They're coming off a win against Hanover on a last-second layup at the buzzer. And tell you what, Defiance, under their new coach, has really done a job, and the Yellow Jackets are leading the league right now with a 3-0 mark. The Lions will be playing up in Northwest Ohio against the Yellow Jackets on January 1st, and that game will be at 3 o'clock also. Let's take a look at the stats for this afternoon's ballgame. Lions are being led here today by Devin Young. He has got 16 points in the ballgame, 6 of 10 from the field. He's got 1 of 3 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the charity stripe, 4 rebounds for Devin, 2 assists, and a block shot in 14 minutes of play. 11 points going to Brady Thomas off the bench. Thomas, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from three-point range. He's 1 of 2 from the line with 2 rebounds in 11 minutes. 6 points each going to Willard Cluxton. He hit 2 threes right off the bat. 2 of 2 from outside the arc, 1 rebound, 1 assist for Willard, and 2 steals in the first half. And 6 points going to Spencer Canet. Canet on 3 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 though from the charity stripe. Spencer's got 3 assists, 1 rebound, and 1 turnover in 12 minutes of action. 3 points each. David Lewis, 3 points on a field goal and a free throw, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Lures with 3 points total, and Evan Weehee has got a three-pointer for 3 points in 13 minutes in this afternoon's game. Weehee has also dished out 6 assists and 2 rebounds in the ballgame. Finally, Devin Gardner with 2 points in the first half. Gardner 1 of 2 from the field. He's got a rebound and 2 assists in the first half. As a team, the Lions have got 11 assists in the first half compared to just 5 for Bluffton. But the Beavers are being led by Jameel Cosby. Who else would you expect but to lead them in scoring? Cosby, 10 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from three-point range, and he's 0 of 2, uncharacteristically, from the free throw line. Cosby has also dished out 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 rebound in the ballgame. 9 points going to Kettner. Kettner in the contest, 4 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from three-point range, and an assist. He's also got 2 fouls in the first half. 7 points going to Mike Stammen. Stammen 3 of 3 from the field. You're getting the picture here yet so far. 1 of 1 from three-point range. Stammen has also dished out an assist in 17 minutes of action. 6 points going to Ringer. He had that bucket at the end of the first half to give pull Bluffton to within 9 at 47-38, which is where we're at right now. Ringer, 6 points in the ballgame on 2 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, and a couple of rebounds. 4 points going to Keegan Owen. He's 2 of 3 from the field with 2 steals and a foul in 6 minutes of action. And rounding out the scoring, Chad Fry. Fry 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field in 9 minutes of action. So Bluffton has had 6 players score. The Lions have had 7 in the ballgame. As a team, the Lions were 18 of 28 for 64.3% in that first half from the field. They were 6 of 12 from three-point land for 50%, but 5 of 9 from the free throw line for 55.6%. Meanwhile, Bluffton, though you look at their scoring figures, they are 17 of 24. They have shot 4 less shots than the Lions and hit just 1 less field goal. 17 of 24 for 71%. 2 of 4 from three-point range for the Beavers for 50%, and 2 of 4 from the charity stripe for 50% also. Turnovers, the Lions had 5, Bluffton 6, and when you look at the points off turnovers, the Lions have converted those turnovers into 12 points, while Bluffton has just converted the Lions' turnovers into 4 points. Points inside the paint, even Steven, 24 apiece, and you'd expect that in a half where defense was really not the name of the game. Rebounds, though, the Lions are out rebounding Bluffton. We told you before the game that was a key for Bluffton here today. Out rebound the Lions. They have grabbed 5 rebounds in that first half compared to 13 for the Lions here this afternoon. The Lions have also blocked a shot, picked up 2 steals in the ball game, while Bluffton has got 4 steals in the contest. And when you look at the foul situation, both teams really have not done much fouling. 4 fouls for the Lions, 9 for Bluffton. And Bluffton has got 3 players with 2 fouls each, Kettner, Bruns, and Ringer. And for the Lions, they have got nobody with 2 fouls. Gardner, Young, Kinnett, and Lewis each have 1 foul in the first half of action. Your score, 47-38. Lions on top by 9 here from the Harrington Center. I'm Dave Mitchell. Second half action is next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
America, your children have an amazing superpower. That's right. They can help save lives by simply washing their hands. Just 20 seconds of thorough hand washing after they've coughed or sneezed or been outside can help fight against the dastardly spread of germs. Armed with only soap and water and hands, your superhero can protect you, your family, and everyone out there in America land. Amazing! Find out more at coronavirus.gov. A message from the CDC and the Ad Council.
Well, tomorrow the Lions will be entertaining Wabash. The little Giants come to town, and they can really shoot the basketball. They are averaging over 80 points per ball game coming into tomorrow afternoon's contest. Should be a very good one. Wabash 6-3 on the year, and they're 3-1 in that tough NCAC. So it should be an entertaining ball game tomorrow afternoon. 3 o'clock with the tip-off. And I'll have all the action for you. The pregame show starting at 2:30 here on Ultimate Sports Talk. Lions come out on the floor with Weehee, Cluxton, Gardner, Kinnett, and Young. Bluffton will have the basketball, and they're out onto the floor with Bruns, Stammen, Kettner, Cosby, and Ringer. Bluffton going from left to right across your computer screen, and here we go. Second half action. Lions lead it by 9. On the right wing, it goes to Kettner. Kettner, right elbow, now to Ringer. Back out front to Kettner. Around the horn on the left-hand side to Cosby. Cosby looking in against the Lions man-to-man to the left elbow. Goes to Bruns. Bruns gets it into the lane to Kettner. Turnaround shot from 12 in the lane. Got it. Kettner's got 11, and he's still perfect from the field on 5 of 5. 47-40, Bluffton within 7. On the left side, Weehee against the man-to-man of Bluffton. Top of the key to Kinnett, now off to Gardner. Comes around the horn, back over to Kinnett left wing. Left baseline, it goes to Devin Young. Trying to box out, now gets it underneath. Back again against Ringer, laid it up and in. Devin's got 18 in the ball game. At halftime, they took a bucket away from Gardner and gave it to Young, so now Young has got 18 in the contest. Driving the lane is Stammen, laid it up and in front of Gardner. Stammen got the step to the bucket, took advantage of it, and it's a 7-point lead again for the Lions. Mount with the basketball, right sideline to Cluxton. Cluxton guarded by Stammen. Takes it around a pick set by Gardner between the circles. Stammen still on Cluxton. Left baseline, it goes to Kinnett. Dribbles inside the lane. Left of the lane. Stops, pops it from 5. Glass rim, good. Kinnett has got 8 And we picked up where we left off early in the ball game, where both teams just scorching from the field. Cosby takes it in the other way, blocked out of the air by Gardner. It'll be a jump ball, and it will go back to the mount. Gardner got his hands on the basketball as Cosby was taking it into the lane, and it looked like there was going to be no call on the play, but nonetheless, the official called a jump, so the alternating possession gives it back to the Lions. They lead it by 9, 51-42. Gardner on the left side, stolen away by Stammen to the hole, laid it up, blocked out of the air by Cluxton, but Cluxton's going to get hit with going over the arm of Stammen to the bucket. Willard with his first personal foul, and that's the first against Bluffton as a team. Just kind of a lazy pass that Devin Young threw that time. And it caused the turnover. Stammen goes line right. Stammen 80% from the field. He's got 9 in the ball game. Put it up and in. Stammen with 10. He is now the third player for Bluffton in double figures here this afternoon, and that is what Guy Neal has needed all season long. Stammen, the second one, got them both. Stammen with 11, and it's 51-44. In the backcourt, Cluxton against the 2-2-1 full court pressure put on by the Beavers, but the Lions reverse the basketball and break it easily to Kinnett on the left sideline to Weehee. Left corner, it goes to Gardner. Gardner trying to dribble in against Kettner to the left of the lane with a right-hand dribble. Spins, top of the key to Kinnett. Top of the key, 3, off the back iron, nope. Rebound loose on the sideline, and it's picked up by Bruns. He'll clear it off to Stammen. Stammen top of the key, comes to a jump stop. Now to Bruns, left sideline to Cosby. Cosby, long 3 in front of Weehee. Spun it around the rim, no good. Rebound loose, picked out of the air by Devin Young. Clears it up the floor to Cluxton. Into the front court, Kinnett. Down to the left baseline, to the left block. Backing into the lane, Kinnett. Nice move around. Stammen laid it up and in. Kinnett has got 10. Boy, the Lions could use an ultra-aggressive Kinnett throughout the rest of the year. 53-44. Lions, ball knocked free away from Kettner, but pulled out of the air by Ringer. Backs in against Young, put it up, no, and Gardner came down with a rebound. Ringer just put it up too hard. Up the floor to Weehee. Weehee into the front court on the right wing, trying to back in, now backs outside the arc. Bounce pass to the right baseline to Young, trying to square up against Ringer, looking underneath, double team, top of the key, Cluxton. Bounce pass back to Young as he resets, puts it up from 5 in the lane, got it. Devin has got 20, and it's 55-44. Ball knocked free by Kinnett and out of bounds, but Bluffton will retain control with 16:39 left to go. 55-44. Putting it in play, Bluffton gets it off to Cosby. Top of the key, now to Kettner. Kettner with the right-hand dribble, guarded by Weehee. Lions in that man-to-man defense. Stammen, top of the key. Goes to Kettner, now inside to Cosby. He'll drive the lane, blocked out of the air, pulled down by the Lions. Kettner lost it, and the ball is picked up into the front court by Cluxton. On the left wing, Young gives a reverse pass, tried to get it to Gardner, went through his hands, back out front to Weehee. Long 3, left wing, around the rim, nope. Rebound chased down by Gardner, left corner to Weehee again for 3, short off the front iron, and it's pulled down by Stammen. Boy, the Lions had excellent opportunities there, but just could not convert. Stammen with the top of the circle, hands off to Kettner for the long 3, missed it, and the rebound taken down by Gardner. That was the first miss of the afternoon by Kettner. Cluxton off to Young, right of the circle for 3, around the rim and in. Devin with 23, 58-44, Lions by 14. Guy Neal will use a timeout. 15:37 remaining here in the Harrington Center. Your score, it's the Mount 58, Bluffton 44 on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Now on the Mount St. Joseph campus, it's the Roar Store. Located in the Harrington Center, the Roar Store is designed to meet the needs of our students. Like when you need a textbook, students can order books exclusively online that they can pick up at the Roar Store through our new eCampus site. eCampus includes 2 different shipping options. Free online shipping to Textbook Delivery Hub, located in the Roar Store, or delivered to your off-campus residence. It's not just a bookstore, it's an everything store. The Roar Store in the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University. Well, up in Bluffton at the women's game, it was the women of Mount St. Joseph falling to Bluffton 64-43, a 21-point defeat by the Lions here this afternoon. Maddie Haberthy, just 11 points in the ball game. Carly Dalton with 9 and Haley Scott with 8. The Lions shot just 24% from the field, committed 20 turnovers in the game, and they were out-rebounded by 15. Therein lies the reason they were defeated here this afternoon. 58-44, 15:37 left to go in this one. And the Lions have got a 14-point lead. Stammen with the basketball for Bluffton. Lions in the man-to-man. Stammen with 18 on the shot clock. Down to Cosby into the right corner. Kettner. Now back out Stammen. Stammen between the circles. 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass right of the lane. It goes to Ringer. Hands it off to Stammen. Crossover dribble to the right wing. Step back three-pointer by Stammen. Hit the front iron. Nope. Good box out by the Lions. There was nobody for Bluffton there, and the Lions take the rebound. Thomas into the lane. Stops, and an offensive foul going to be called on Brady Thomas as he threw out that left elbow driving to the lane. 15:08 left to go. Lions have got 3 players in double figures, Young, Thomas, and Kinnett. And Bluffton has 3 players in double figures in Kettner, Stammen, and Cosby. 58-44, that's the first foul committed by Thomas here this afternoon. And the second against the Lions here in this second half. Stammen brings it up from left to right. Stammen with the right-hand dribble, 15 minutes to go in the ball game. Lions with that 14-point lead. Right baseline, Cosby backs in against Lewis, who's back into the ball game. Now gets it back out front. It goes to Fry, now to Stammen. Long three-pointer, got it. Left of the circle, Mike Stammen put it in. He has 14 in the ball game, and it's a 58-47 Lions lead. Thomas to the left of the front court, in front of the scorer's table. He's going to drive the lane. Stops, pops it from 5. Floater won't go. Rebound tapped out front into the hands of Ringer. Up the floor to Stammen. Stammen, right wing three-pointer. Got it again. Stammen with 17. It's 58-50. Lions come the other way. Young's going to throw up a shot. Won't go. Looked like he just threw up a prayer expecting the foul, but no foul came, and the rebound was taken down by Fry. Fry with it into the front court. Right wing. He's going to dribble down to the right block. Ball taken away by Willard Cluxton, and it was knocked out of bounds. Willard last touched it. Keegan Owens will come back into the ball game for Bluffton. Owen Lee comes in, and leaving is Kettner. Fry, sideline right, inbounds the basketball to Stammen. Left sideline to Owen, guarded by Thomas. Top of the key, Cosby. Cosby drives the lane, laid it up too short, and the rebound pulled out of the air by the Lions. Cluxton in the backcourt, gets it off underneath to Devin Young, laid it up in front of the rim, up and in. Devin with 25. It's his biggest scoring splurge of the season. 60-50, Lions by 10. Top of the key, Owen to the free throw line. Looked for the backdoor pass, but couldn't find anyone. Now gets it off to Stammen behind the back dribble. Left of the lane, put up the floater from 12. Nope. Rebound taken down by Ringer. Throws it up off the rim in here. Boy, Ringer hit that one falling to the floor. He has 8. It's 60-52. Bluffton down by 8. Top of the key, Lures, drives right of the lane all the way to the hole, laid it up, won't go too hard, and Ringer took it up off the rim on the opposite side of the hole. He'll get it off to Stammen. Stammen will bring it up, top of the circle. Stammen with the basketball out near the center circle, looking, and now gets it off on the right-hand side to Owen. Owen, top of the key, to Fry, now to Cosby. Cosby gets it off to Stammen. Stammen, guarded by Willard Cluxton, stops at the free throw line. Missed everything on a 15-footer from the line, and it goes out of bounds back to the Lions. 12:39 remaining to go in the ball game. 60-52, Lions with an 8-point lead and the basketball. And Cluxton will bring it up. Bounce pass to Lures in the front court. David Lures with the basketball between the legs dribble. Stops, drives right of the lane. Now kicks it back out to Thomas. Long three by Brady won't go, but a foul will be called, and Brady Thomas will go to the line shooting 3 shots. Keegan Owens picks up his second personal foul, and that's the first against Bluffton as a team, and going line left will be Brady Thomas, and he's going to be shooting 3 shots. On the year, Thomas shooting 79% from the stripe. Put it up and in. Brady 2 for 3 from the stripe. He's got 12 points in the ball game. Shoots the second of 3. That's spins in and out. Won't go. Totten comes back in. Kinnett and Gardner. Young will leave. So will Weehee and Cluxton. 12:25 remaining to go. Lures and Kinnett will get on the lane now for the Lions. Line left, Thomas will shoot the third of 3 free throws. That one is good. Brady with 13 in the ball game. 3 of 4 from the charity stripes. 3 of 5 from the charity stripe. And it's 62-52. Ringer got the ball taken away by Gardner. Gardner will bring it up the other way for the Lions. Gets it off to Totten. Now to Thomas running the point for the Lions. Underneath Totten, left of the lane. Totten backing in against Stammen. He's got the height advantage. Back out to Kinnett. Kinnett with 15 on the shot clock. Backs it out, and he'll reset the offense. Sideline right. Thomas now to Lures. Lures on the sideline. 7 on the shot clock. Back out to Gardner. Gardner, 1 dribble. Hand off to Lures. He'll drive the lane, lay it up, and got it. Lures has 5. Lions lead it by 12, 64-52. Stammen the other way, gets it off to Fry on the right wing, Owen. Owen guarded by Thomas. Owen 1 dribble, picked it up, gets it off to Stammen, top of the key. Gets it underneath to Stammen. Ball lost on the sideline, out of bounds. Last touch by Mount St. Joseph. 17 points this afternoon for Stammen. And now we're going to have the media timeout. 11:23 to go in this ball game. And your score from Cincinnati, it's the Mount 64, Bluffton 52 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone. And your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com. Or call them today at 513-748-1538.
Well, the Lions lead it here 64-52, looking for their first conference win of the season. And they are on their way to that with a 12-point lead. Lures out on the floor with Totten, Thomas, Kinnett, and Gardner. Devin Young with those 25 points in the ball game, getting a well-deserved rest. He has matched his average in the conference so far through the first 2. Bluffton inbounds the ball to Cosby on the right side. Cosby with it down to the left wing, to the left block, comes to a jump stop, forced up the shot from 5, no good, got his own rebound. Cosby back in the lane, scoop shot right of the lane with the right hand, no good. Rebound Ringer, grabbed the ball, fell down, and it will be a foul called against Spencer Kinnett. Well, Ringer fell to the floor, which should have been a travel, and then the official bailed out Ringer when he got the ball and fell to the floor and called the foul on Spencer Kinnett, his second. And the inbounds pass made to Ringer, left of the lane, laid it up and in. Ringer with 10. It's a 10-point Mount lead with 10:55 left to go. Lures left side to Totten. Trying to find somebody underneath. Now dribbles out between the circles. Goes right side to Brady Thomas. Right sideline to David Lures. Lures looking underneath. Can't find anyone. And a foul is going to be called underneath the bucket. And it'll be a foul against Bluffton on Chad Fry. Fry with his first personal. And the Lions will inbound the basketball. Top of the key to Gardner. Off to Kinnett. Top of the key now to Lures. Long three, partially blocked. Pulled out of the air by Gardner. Back out to Thomas, right wing. Thomas now between the circles to David Lures. 9 on the shot clock. Lures is going to drive the lane again. Stop. Got away with a push-off. Turnaround 7-footer. No good. And the rebound taken down by Cosby. Cosby in the front court. Gets it into the front court. Now on the left side to Stammen. Stammen looked for the long three, but decided against it. Now off to Owen. Bounce pass underneath the Ringer. And Ringer just could not get a handle on the pass from Owen, and it goes out of bounds. That is 9 turnovers in the ball game committed by Bluffton. Been a very well-played ball game, despite the fact that both teams are shooting lights out. But in the second half, both teams have really cooled down. Bluffton 37.5% from the field. Lions 46%. Kinnett, top of the circle. Kinnett, left wing, top side now goes to Lures. Lures got the ball knocked free and out of bounds, and it will belong to the Beavers. Checking into the ballgame now, Damian Davis, a 5'10 sophomore. Davis will come in, and sitting down is Keegan Owen. 9:52 remaining to go in this contest. It's a 10-point Mount lead. In the front court comes Stammen. Bluffton with the basketball. Cosby with 20 on the shot clock. Goes on the right-hand side to Fry. Now back to Cosby. Drives left of the lane. Comes to a jump stop. Laid it up. Nope, but he's going to go to the line as he was hit on the arm by David Lures. Lures picks up his second personal. And that's the fourth against the Lions as a team with 9:35 to go in this ball game. Cosby, line right, drills the free throw. Cosby inexplicably missed 2 free throws in the first half. Now he's back to normal, and he hits both. Cosby with 12. Evan Weehee back into the ballgame with Willard Cluxton and Devin Young. And Dane Gardner. Lions will sit Lures, Totten, Thomas here in this late in this ball game as we're halfway through the second half. Devin Young just got hit with an offensive foul as he backed into Fry and knocked him down. That is the second against Devin Young, and 5 against the Lions as a team compared to just 2 for Bluffton. And the official calls for one of the ball girls underneath to come out and wipe up some perspiration on the floor. 9:24 left to go in the ball game, and it's 64-56. Mount leading it by 8, but Bluffton with a bucket here could draw closer than they've been in a long time, ever since about the 5-minute mark of the first half. On the left side, Davis picks up the dribble, gets it off to Stammen, to Ringer. On the right side, Cosby. Cosby back top of the circle and goes off to Davis. Davis dribbles left baseline, back out front. Gets it now to Cosby. Floater, put it up from 18, no good. And the rebound, Devin Young. Young in the contest, 6 rebounds so far in the ball game. Gets it up the floor into the front court to Kinnett. Kinnett goes over to Gardner, now to Weehee. Lobs it left of the lane to Kinnett. Kinnett backing in against Stammen. Spins to the baseline, and a foul is going to be called on Mike Stammen. And Guy Neal is not happy at all with that call against his point guard. That'll be the second foul against Stammen, and the third against Bluffton as a team. Lions will inbound the ball underneath, and they do, into the corner to Kinnett. Kinnett's going to drive inside the lane, spin to the baseline. 5-footer off the glass rim, no good, and the rebound taken down by Ringer. He'll clear it off to Davis, into the front court from left to right. Now on the right side, it goes to Fry putting up the three-pointer, no good. Up the floor, Weehee got the rebound. Now to Kinnett, top of the key, Weehee for the three by Evan, no good. Rebound knocked around. Davis got the rebound. 8:18 to go. Here comes Bluffton. Davis on the right sideline, goes back out to Cosby. Now left of the circle to Stamen for the long three. Got it. Stamen's got 20. It's 64-59. This is as close as Bluffton has been since about the 15-minute mark of the first half. Cluxton with it on the left side. Goes to Kinnett, left wing to Weehee. Weehee now back out front to Kinnett. Hands off to Cluxton, all alone. Three-pointer by Willard, around the rim, won't go. Rebound, Young tipped it over right into the hands of Damian Davis and Bluffton. He'll lead it from left to right to the top of the circle. Now he'll back out and reset the offense. Right wing to Stamen. Stamen clears it off on the left-hand side to Fry. Now left side, Davis. Davis looking top of the circle. Can't find anyone. Still with the dribble. Drives left to the lane. Spins into the lane. Stops. Puts up the shot. No. Got his own rebound, but it's stripped away by Cluxton. Cluxton will bring it up. Feeds it up the floor to Kinnett. All the way to the hole. Laid it up. Blocked out of the air by Cosby. Kinnett got it back. Laid it up and in. And now Cosby is down on the floor underneath the bucket, and he is hurt. Kinnett with 12 in the ball game, and Cosby is underneath the bucket, and it may just be a cramp, and hopefully that's all it is for the senior guard of the Beavers. But we've got an official timeout on the floor, media timeout. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this ball game. Your score, it's the Mount 66, Bluffton 59 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to go? New heights, right? That's why you're going to college in the first place. At Mount St. Joseph University, we integrate academic excellence, real-world experience, and individual attention so that you can go further than you ever thought possible. In fact, over 96% of our graduates over the past 3 years were employed or pursuing graduate studies within 6 months of graduation. Are you ready to climb higher? Begin your ascent at msj.edu.
Well, good news for Bluffton fans is Cosby got up and came off the floor himself. Looked like it might have been just a cramp in that left leg, maybe the left calf area. But he will probably stay in the ball game. He'll be able to stay in the ball game. But he's not sitting the bench right now with the other 5 that will be coming into the ball game. 7:10 left to go in this ball game. It is a 7-point Mount lead. 67-59. Lions, one of the keys was to contain Cosby. And so far in 33 minutes of play, they have done that. Cosby, 12 points, 5 of 14 from the field. And Cosby is going to take a little bit of a breather as the trainer is looking him over. I believe. Matter of fact, he is actually gone and not sure where he went. Nonetheless, he's not on the floor, Cosby. Davis gets it over on the right side, Kettner, who came in for Cosby. Between the circles, on the right side, Fry, now to Stamen. Stamen drives in against Cluxton, but Cluxton shut him off on good defense. On the right side, Davis is going to drive the lane, blocked out of the air by Gardner. It goes out of bounds, but back to the Beavers. 7 on the shot clock. Now coming back out of the locker room and taking something to drink is Cosby, so he'll be back in as quickly as possible. Lob pass right side to Fry. He'll drive left to the lane, lay it up in front of Young, no good. Rebound, Ringer up and in. Boy, Ringer has really been a terror on the boards here in the second half. He's got 10 rebounds. So he has actually got a double-double here this afternoon. Gardner, top of the circle, Lions by 5. Cluxton with it with a right-hand dribble down to the right baseline. Spins it back out to the elbow. Top of the key, Young for 3. Got it. Devin, 28 in the ball game. 69-61, Lions by 8. 6:10 to go in the ball game. Right side, Kettner. Now top of the key. Fry over on the left side, Davis. Davis gets it off to Stamen. Stammen with the basketball, top of the circle. Dribbles left-handed, takes it underneath, flips it underneath the Ringer. And Ringer, before he could put the shot up, was hammered to the floor. And he'll go, now check at it, it'll be a foul on Young. And it is a common foul, so the Lions just with 6 fouls. He will not go to the line. .5:54 remaining to go. Inbounds pass, Cosby, who's just come back into the ball game, gets it back out front to Fry, now to Kettner. Kettner drives in against Weehee, lays it up with the right hand. Nope. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Gardner. Bluffton will regain control. Shot clock will reset at 20. 5:42 remaining in the game. Stammen will inbound the basketball, does to Ringer, back to Stammen. To the right elbow, top of the key. Stops top side with a right-hand dribble. Stammen now backs it out near the center circle. 10 to go on the shot clock. Gets a pass on the right side to Ringer. Ringer drives in against Young, spins into the lane, and he walked with the basketball. Much to the dismay of Guy Neal again. He has not been happy with the officiating here in the second half. 5:24 to go. 69-61, Lions with the lead. They have led this one from start to finish, although it has been tied a few times, and Bluffton has had a 1-point lead a couple of times, actually. With it, left of the lane, Devin Young put it up, no good. Rebound loose on the baseline, last touch by Ringer. And Ringer says the official, why don't you call the elbow against me? And the official says, I'll keep an eye out for it. Cluxton will put it in play, lobs it to the left wing to Devin Young, now over on the right-hand side to Kinnett, underneath to Willard Cluxton, cutting to the basket, laid it up and in. Cluxton has got 8 in the ball game, and when was the last time you've ever heard me say that? 10-point lead for the Lions, 71-61. Kettner with it, left of the lane, back out front, Cosby. Cosby hands it off to Stammen, back over to Cosby, right wing. Jab step to the right, now moves to the left, gets it off on the right baseline to Fry, back to Cosby, dribbling in against Kinnett, crossover dribble, stops, pops it from 15, no good, and the rebound is taken down by Dane Gardner. He'll lead the break, it's 3-on-2, gets it underneath to Devin Young, laid it up, no, but a foul is called on Cosby as he knocked Young to the floor and then immediately picked him up. 4:28 to go in the ball game. It's a 10-point Mount lead, and that's the first foul on Jameel Cosby. He has had just one of those days where the Lions have stayed in front of him. 5 of 15 from the field, 0 of 3 from three-point range. Devin Young, though, on the other hand, 28 points in the ball game, 4 of 4 now from the charity stripe as he's got 29. Well, I hope everyone out there listening is ready for Christmas. A week from today, second one by Young, up and in. He's got 30. Devin with 30 in the ball game. 73-61, Lions by 12. With it, on the left-hand side, Fry goes to Stammen. Stammen guarded by Cluxton. Now to Cosby. Cosby around a pick by Ringer, double teamed again. Off on the right side, Fry into the lane, stops, pops it from 5, turn around, got it. Fry got the bucket, his 4th, and it's 73-63. Cluxton around a pick by Weehee, now to Young, top of the key, pump fake, right of the circle after one dribble, put it up, no good. Rebound, Gardner got the offensive rebound and a foul called against Ringer. Gardner, 6 rebounds today, 2 assists, 2 points, but he got a key offensive rebound there. The Lions retain control, and they will have the ball after this timeout. 3:46 remaining to go in the ball game. Your score, it's the Mount 73, Bluffton 63 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
Well, the Lions are 3 minutes and 46 seconds away from their first Heartland Conference victory of the season and evening their season mark at 4-4, heading into tomorrow afternoon's game against Wabash. The Little Giants coming into tomorrow afternoon's game against the Lions with an overall mark of 6-3, and they are 3-1 in that tough NCAC. Worcester, Wittenberg, Ohio Wesleyan, Kenyon, a lot of good teams in that NCAC. Cluxton will put the ball in play, can't get it in, and he's going to look at the ref and take a timeout. So the Lions will have 3 timeouts remaining after this. 3:46 remaining to go in the ball game. We'll just keep it right here as the Lions just use a 30. They lead it by 10, 73-63. Bluffton really ratcheted up the defense this afternoon. There really was no game of any consequence this afternoon to keep an eye on. Trine was playing Anderson today, and that game tipped off about 25 minutes ago. And Kenyon, another school out of the NCAC, is playing at Earlham this afternoon. That game should be over by now. Of course, don't forget tomorrow, the Defiance Oberlin game has been called off due to COVID. They've not set up a rescheduled date on that as of yet. Cluxton inbounds the basketball right of the lane to Devin Young, knocked free but picked off the floor by Canet, and the Lions will set up the offense. Canet hands it off to Weehee. Dribbles across the top of the key, back underneath, it goes to Canet, laid it up and in right in front of Chad Fry. Canet has got 14 in the ballgame, Lions by 12, 3:20 to go. On the right side, Stammen now to the left, gets it off to Kettner. Kettner right wing, down into the corner, back out to Kettner, now near the center circle to Jameel Cosby. He's going to drive in against Canet, all the way to the hole, blocked out of the air by Young, pulled down by Cluxton. Cluxton will bring it up on the run, and now he'll peel it back outside and set up the offense with 20 on the shot clock. 2:57 to go in this ball game. Lions with a 12-point lead, 75-63. Young left wing, it goes to Canet. Looking underneath for Young, can't find him. Now bounce pass to Young, left of the lane, into the lane, pops it in front of Ringer, no good. Air ball pulled out of the air by Ringer, gets it off to Cosby. Cosby will bring it from left to right. Up the floor, it goes to Fry, down to the left baseline, knocked out of bounds, but last touched by Cluxton, and a foul will be called on Cluxton, as Bluffton was driving the lane. Cluxton picks up his second. And that's the 7th against the Lions. So Chad Fry, who's not been to the line today, goes line right, put that one up, no good. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. And the Lions get the rebound. Cluxton will bring it up with 2.5 remaining. Cluxton crossover dribble, right of the lane, all the way to the hole, down to the right block, now spins it back outside, back down to the block, out front to Weehee. On the left side of the front court to Canet. Canet just taking his time, 8 on the shot clock, hand off to Young. Young pump fake, dribbles to the top of the circle. He's going to shoot the long 2-pointer from inside the arc at the buzzer, won't go, and the rebound taken down by Fry. He'll bring it up in a hurry all the way up to the floor, peels it back underneath to Kettner, put it up, no, Cosby got the rebound, one dribble up, blocked by Young out of the air. Boy, Devin did a nice job of just staying on his feet and then going up when Cosby did and blocked the shot. 1:40 left to go in the ball game. Lions with the lead by 12, 75-63. Young with his second block shot of the afternoon. Young right of the circle over on the left side. Canet, 3-pointer left of the circle, missed everything. Overshot the ball, and the rebound taken down by Ringer, up the floor off to Stammen. Stammen dribbled it off his foot, picked off the floor by Canet. Canet will bring it up, and he's just going to run some clock now with 1:10 to go. Hands it off to Cluxton. Cluxton dribbles underneath the bucket, now back out front. Willard gets it back over on the right side to Canet. Canet hands it off to Cluxton. Cluxton, lob pass top of the circle to Devin Young. Ball knocked free. But Devin got it back. Devin with it, right of the circle. Dribbles down to the wing, down to the baseline. Lost the handle in the corner. He's going to shoot the long three at the 32nd shot clock buzzer. No good, but Canet got the rebound. 42 seconds to go in the ball game. Lions are going to win this one. Right now they lead it by 12. With it is Cluxton. Cluxton near the timeline off to Weehee. Weehee got the ball stripped from him by Cosby, but the call, Cosby with the foul. That'll be his second. And that's the 6th against Bluffton as a team. Stick with us after the game. We'll talk with Toby Kerrigan afterwards. And maybe we can sneak Devin Young up here and talk to him. He's had quite a day, 30 points on the afternoon. 75-63. 24 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Lions could just run the clock out the rest of the game. 15 seconds. Cluxton out near the timeline. He's going to just dribble out the clock as the Lions are going to win this one. Even their season mark at 4-4, and they are going to get their first Heartland Conference victory of the season. Your final score here this afternoon: Mount St. Joseph 75 and Bluffton 63. We'll be back to wrap things up here from the Harrington Center right after these timeouts.
Do you want to grow as a leader? Mount St. Joseph University offers a flexible master's degree in organizational leadership. Classes meet about one Saturday a month. Climb higher and become the leader you were meant to be. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/MSOL.
Indeed presents Job Searching with Scherzer.
Let's do this. Before you get in the game, make sure your stats are up to date. Then, it's all about focus. Max focus. Yes!
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Well, the Lions win it here this afternoon at the Harrington Center by a final score of 75-63 over Bluffton. The Mount's record is now 4-4 overall. They are now 1-2 in Heartland Conference play. Meanwhile, Bluffton falls to 2-6 overall, and they are 0-3 in Heartland Conference play. Devin Young led the way for the Lions. 30 points in 31 minutes here this afternoon. Easily his best scoring performance of the season for the Lions. Devin in the ball game was 5 of 5 from the charity stripe, and he had 3 3-pointers in the afternoon, but he came just 1 rebound shy of picking up another double-double in Heartland Conference play. Young with 30 points, and actually they've got him with 31 points, so 31 points and just 9 rebounds here this afternoon. So Devin Young was actually 6 of 6 from the line and 31 points here in the ball game. Lions win it by 12, 75-63. They will be back in action in a non-conference game tomorrow afternoon against Wabash. That'll be at 3 o'clock, and we'll be on the air with the pregame show starting at 2:30. Meanwhile, Bluffton is going to be off until December 29th. That'll be Wednesday night, December 29th, when they host the Bluffton Holiday Classic, and they will be playing at 7 o'clock that night against Adrian. Lions now have won 27 games in this 48th meeting between these two ball clubs. The Lions 27 and Bluffton 21 all time between these two schools. I'm Dave Mitchell. We'll be back to talk with Toby Kerrigan, go over all the stats of this afternoon's ball game, and wrap things up here from the Harrington Center right after these final timeouts. Medical care for your child is important, and your choice in doctors should be well thought out and have your complete confidence. Mount St. Joseph alum Dr. Libby Spees is one of you. She's from Cincinnati and practices here. Dr. Spees understands what's important to parents when it comes to their child's well-being. She treasures her patients, watching them grow and forging relationships with the families. And she's accepting new patients. Call for an appointment today at 513-246-8900. Dr. Libby Spees. Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati is your official provider of investigative, surveillance, and process servicing, uniformed, armed, and unarmed security services, executive protection, and bodyguard services. Official Investigation and Security Services is not only licensed in the tri-state area, but also Georgia, Tennessee, Michigan, West Virginia, and Texas. Not only private investigation services, but also mobile notary public services and more. Call Official Investigation and Security Services in Cincinnati, 844-263-3424. Well, let's take a look at the individual stats for this afternoon's ball game. First of all, for the Mount St. Joseph Lions, who win it here today, 75-63. Devin Young, 30 points here this afternoon. 30 points on the afternoon for Devin Young on 11 of 21 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point range. He was 5 of 5 from the charity stripe, 9 rebounds for Devin, so he came 1 rebound shy of getting another double-double for the Lions here today. In assists, he had 2. He also had 2 blocked shots and 3 personal fouls in 31 minutes of play. 14 points going to Spencer Connett today, 7 of 11 from the field, 0 of 2 from the line and three-point range. Connett had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a blocked shot in the contest. He also picked up 2 personal fouls. Brady Thomas, 13 points off the bench today on 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from three-point range, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Brady had 3 points, a personal foul, in 17 minutes of action. 8 points in the ball game to Willard Cluxton, and you don't hear me say that very often, but Cluxton came out shooting today, hit 2 3-pointers right away, and then a field goal late in the ball game, as he had 8 points on 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point range. Cluxton, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals in the ball game, and Willard committed 2 personal fouls in 34 minutes of action. Great day this afternoon for Willard Cluxton. David Lewis, 5 points in the ball game, 2 of 7 from the field off the bench, 0 of 2 from three-point range, and he hit a freebie. He had 2 personal fouls in 17 minutes of play. 3 points going to Evan Weehee on 1 of 5 from the field. That was a 3-pointer. 4 rebounds, 4 assists in the ball game for Evan in 30 minutes of action. And 2 points going to Dane Gardner here this afternoon on 1 of 2 from the field. Dane grabbed 6 rebounds, had 2 assists in the contest, 2 steals, and had a blocked shot here this afternoon, as in 32 minutes of play. Lions as a team, 29 of 57 from the field for 51%. They hit 8 of 21 three-pointers for 38%, 9 of 14 from the field, from the free throw line for 64% in the ball game. Leading the way for Bluffton, 20 points to Michael Stammen. Stammen had 20 points in the ball game, 12 each to Jameel Cosby and Mike Ringer. Kettner had 11 points in the contest. Fry and Owen each had 4 in the ball game here this afternoon. And we've got right up here beside us, it's a good thing I'm sitting in the tall chair. Otherwise, I'd be just coming up to about your underarms. Devin Young. Devin, 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Can we go back into the stats and find another rebound for you here today?
Yeah, just throw one in there. I don't think anybody would notice.
You have been so outstanding here this afternoon, but today, this was one of those games where it just seemed like neither team was really playing that great a defense, and you took advantage of it underneath.
Yeah, I just got to my spot down low, and I was making shots early on, and that really helps with confidence. And in games like that where the defense isn't always there, it really helps starting off like that.
Devin, I asked Toby this question in the pregame show. The difference between you last year and the year before and this year is what?
I just think I'm being more aggressive. I think in the past I've been a little more passive, looking to get other other guys open. And I think this year I'm trying to take on more of a role of just scoring when I get the ball and when I get the chance, but still look at those options and pass it out once they come at me.
This team has really started to gel a little bit more each and every game, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. We definitely put together a really tough non-conference schedule that helps us when we get to conference play. So I think it's really helping out, and we're just going to keep the momentum going forward.
Devin, Willard Cluxton also, he's one of those guys that when we talked about you need some help scoring, he's not one of the guys that we anticipated, but he came out and drilled 2 3-pointers there early in the game, and that really got you guys off and going.
Yeah, we've been getting on him in practice because he makes them all the time in practice. He won't shoot them in the game, so we got on him the other day, and he came out firing today.
Evan Weehe's another guy that has been outstanding from outside the arc.
Yeah, it really helps this year having a lot of different options. It really keeps the defense honest, which allows a bunch of different guys to go off on different nights. This
is one of these games, I think, Devin, that it was one of the most complete games I think you guys have played all year.
Yeah, definitely, especially come here towards Christmas break. We want to keep that momentum and then take that into conference play when we get back.
Well, speaking of Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate it.
Devin Young, thanks a lot. Good game here this afternoon. Devin Young with 30 points in the ball game, and the Lions win it here this afternoon, 75-63. Toby Kerrigan is around here somewhere, and he is down recruiting, so we'll talk with Toby when we come back right after this timeout. Conquer the impossible at Barbarian Apparel. Specializing in team apparel, you'll stand out with Barbarian's custom sublimation, artwork, and screen printing. Each piece of team uniform is specifically designed with your preferences in mind, including graphics, color, logos, and fabric selections. Barbarian Apparel is committed to creating exceptional cutting-edge sportswear and providing excellent service. You'll also have full communication through the whole process, so you know exactly what's going on. Get the best and start your order at barbarianapparel.com or email any questions at barbariancustomers@gmail.com. Toby Kerrigan with us now, head coach of the Lions. Toby, we talked so much about defense early in the pregame show, and when the first half came out, I don't think either team was really accustomed to playing defense, were they?
No, that's what I was thinking when I looked up. Nobody was stopping anybody in the first half, so I knew that would change, certainly for them. And I told the guys at half, that's what we got to get some stops in the second half, because they're going to ratchet it up, so and be strong with the ball. Guys did a great job in the second half, taking care of it.
Yeah, second half you held them to 31% shooting. When the first half they shot 71%. So both teams, as you said, really ratcheted up the defense in that second half.
Yeah, and I thought guys were making tough shots too. There were some that we were, I thought, in pretty good position. The guys just made shots. We talk about that all the time too. Like, hey, you got to make some tough shots. You know, it's the other guy's trying to stop you. It's not like it's brother-in-law ball. Like you have to make some shots. And so I think both teams were in the first half, and this is pretty good second half too.
Toby, Jameel Cosby in the ball game. He looked at it, and when he got the ball, you had one guy on him, and then when he came off the pick, there was somebody jumping right out at him right away defensively.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that all week, and before the game, like 5 guys have to guard that guy. He comes off the screen, and we're not there. You have to be ready to switch and take him. Same thing when he's on the dribble. If we get beat on the dribble, you got to be ready to go. And our guys did a really good job of being in the right spots.
I mentioned this to Willard Cluxton, but in the pregame show I said that the Lions needed to find somebody else, a consistent scorer, to help. Willard, that's what I was going to bring up. First 2 shots, he just cans them, and that's something that Devin said that they've been talking to him about all week long.
Yeah, just shoot with confidence. Don't double clutch it. Just come off and bang it in, because he does it all week, and so why not do it in a game? And he did both of those. 2 first ones he made, he just came off, banged it in. And the last one he missed there was in and out. I thought it was going in too. So again, there was no hesitation. Like, he can shoot it. He just, got to get out of his own way sometimes.
This was a big win, wasn't it?
Needed it. Yeah, needed it. Got to win at home.
Yep.
It's hard to go 0-3 in the conference and lose 2 home games. So we had to win this game at home. It's hard enough to win on the road. So you got to win at home, and so this was a big one.
Toby, Merry Christmas.
You too, Dave. Thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot. Toby Kerrigan, after this afternoon's ball game. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here from the Harrington Center after this final timeout.
Changing lives is what great teachers do. And as I saw more students struggling to read, I looked to Mount St. Joseph University for help. The Mount is a national leader in reading science with highly effective research-based methods. Their faculty equipped me to teach students with a range of learning differences, and I was able to make an immediate impact in the classroom. The Mount's fully online reading science program helped me climb higher in my career, but more importantly, is improving the lives of my students. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/read.
Well, your final score once again here this afternoon, 75-63. The Mount wins it as they take Bluffton and they up their season mark to 4-4 and 1-2 in Heartland Conference play. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon we'll be back on the air with the pregame show at 2:30 as the Lions take on Wabash. The Little Giants come to town out of the NCAC, a non-conference game for the Lions. 3 o'clock tip-off here this afternoon, and we'll be on the air with the pregame show at 2:30. That's going to do it for us here this afternoon. A lot of thanks that we want to give out here this afternoon. First of all, to Dr. Williams for granting us permission to broadcast Mount St. Joseph Athletics, Athletic Director Melanie Wagner, Sports Information Director Blake Watson, the coaching staff on both teams, Guy Neal of Bluffton, Toby Kerrigan of the Mount, the Sports Information Department, Andrew Weeks, and also Nate Hill helping us out here this afternoon, to Greg Mitchell, our producer this afternoon, and also today's sponsors, Barbarian Apparel. Contact us at barbariancustomers@gmail.com. The Wishbone Tavern, Mount St. Joseph University, Iron Sharpens Iron, Dr. Libby Spees, LIT Wellness, Indeed and Indeed Flex, and the Roar Store on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University, along with official investigators and security services. I'm Dave Mitchell, once again reminding you that your final score here this afternoon, it was the Mount 75, Bluffton 63. Until tomorrow,